What's good, everybody? Hey, welcome back to my channel, Smoking and Grilling. And today we're making a French toast breakfast sandwich with me, AB. Now, look, I'm gonna say this right off the bat. As you can see right here on the screen, you're gonna see the hashtag breakfast with AB. Hey, you guys gotta remember that. So listen, any video that I drop is gonna have that hashtag in it. So if you put that hashtag in the YouTube search bar, you'll see all of the videos that go along with that series. So you guys can have, breakfast with myself. Now, this is an easy recipe to do, you know what I mean? Not a whole lot of ingredients. And listen, I left it open so you guys can, add what you want to add to, tailor make it and make it your own. So with that being said, I'm getting ready to break right into this video. And I gotta say, we ain't gonna over talk it. Okay, let's go over the ingredients. Here, I'm using, this is just Johnsonville, mild, sausage, ground sausage. I'm gonna use this. Now you guys can use ground pork or whatever you wanna do. And this is, we're gonna have, I start off with just a half a pound of this. And then here, we got some ground chorizo. Listen, this chorizo right here, we're gonna use a quarter of this and a half pound of that. We're gonna mix it together along with our spices. And that's what's gonna give us the flavor. Now, here we got white pepper. Look, this is 1 teaspoon of white pepper and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. Now here we got 1 teaspoon of ground cumin and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. We got some ground cinnamon. I'm using this ground cinnamon, just to like spruce up, so that we can make the French toast. It's up to you. You can add it, not add it, but again, it leaves a lot of room for you guys to like tailor make it and make it your own. Now, here, I got some sliced brioche bread. This right here, hey, you guys seen, you can use brioche or you can use challah bread. More times than not, your French toast is probably gonna be made with this brioche bread. Hey, sometimes when we come home, we make things that we had like in a restaurant and we like it just quite ain't the same. This right here, folks, this is the secret ingredient. Here, we got a 1/4 cup of whole milk. And then here I'm using 3 eggs. Listen, 2 eggs is gonna be for the sandwich, and this one here is made for your batter, so that we can get this brioche nice and soppy, so we can put that on the grill, and and then cook that French toast. Like I said, we ain't gonna over talk it. I'm just getting ready to show you guys just how easy it is. And the only thing you guys not seeing right now, which I'm gonna go ahead and get me some, and I'm gonna give me a little bit of that powdered sugar. Outside of that, let's get it. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is, look, this was 1 pound, so we're just gonna put about half of this in there because we wanna have a half a pound. Now, this amount of ingredients, this will make 4, rectangle patties. So again, listen, that's just half. That's a half a pound of, your ground pork. And in my case, I went ahead and used sausages, ground sausage. And that right there is just a 1/4 of the chorizo. Now, go ahead, super simple. You guys just add your dry ingredients to it. And then what we want to do is we're going to get in there with our hand and we just going to mix it up so that we can just become one with these patties. Now I'm going to go ahead and just hit this with just a little bit of pepper and just a pinch of salt. And then we're going to get back in there with our hands and we're going to mix it, and you're going to mix it thoroughly. And then after that, we're going to move over to our next step. Okay, now that we got our, our meat together, that's what we, our sausage together, now we're going to go ahead. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead, since I got a 1/4 cup of milk right here, why not just use this? That way we don't, make so many, dishes or whatever. All you need is a whisk. Get yourself a whisk. And why not just, whisk everything in this? Makes sense, especially if you don't want to do it the dishes. Now, I'm gonna take my little ground cinnamon and I'm just gonna give it a couple little shakes. Doesn't take much, you guys. Now, once we're done with this, I'm gonna set this to the side. Now we're gonna go ahead and heat up my griddle. Once I get my griddle plate heated up, I'm gonna form my patties. Now I'm gonna pull the bread out and I'm gonna show you guys something. Now, first thing you wanna do is you wanna go ahead and spray your plate, whether you're using a plate or you could be on a grill, however you wanna do it. And what I wanted to show you was, you saw the bread, the shape of the bread, you wanna form your patties. Instead of just making like round circles, you wanna make them like in a rectangular shape. That's all. Super simple. No need to overthink it, but that way when you come time to put your patty, your meat on your bread, it will have the the same shape. Now I know those aren't perfectly, like not a perfect rectangular shape, but that's what we got right there. Now, once that's done, go ahead and flip them over once they've been cooked. And what I didn't show earlier is the slices of cheese. I normally like to use, like a sharp cheddar cheese. I like that bite, with just chorizo and that sausage mix. That comes out perfect. Now, what I did was I just set that off to the side, got my, washed my pan, went ahead and put went ahead and put a teaspoon of butter in there, you know what I mean, and got that melted and bringing it up to temp. Now, earlier when I was making my my milk and my eggs, I forgot to add just a dash of salt. Now, I did that. Now what you're seeing is, listen, you want to put your eggs in there. Now, I know you guys seen the thumbnail and you know that I said that I like my yolk to be runny. Now, you guys can do scrambled eggs or whatever you want to do. It's up to you. This is where you own it and you make it your own recipe and you do your own thing. But once they're done, I want to, take them off. I put them on this plate right here. There, you can see that right there. And then I set it off to the side. And now it's time to start with some fresh butter. You know what? Go ahead and give it a re-whisk. And then you take your batter. Go ahead and get your station set up. Now, this part is super simple. And also, you can look at the icon above. You'll be able to see that where I make French toast. This part is real easy. You just want to put your bread in there and let it soak up that, that cinnamon egg wash, that egg and that milk. And then what you want to do is just go ahead and put it in a pan. You know what? I'm using a medium heat. You just want to cook that egg on there, and you want it to cook like halfway. You want it to come from the bottom halfway up, and then you want to flip it. Once you got it that way. Now, if you notice it doesn't have all that brown all the way around, that's because I put a lot of butter in there. You guys put the butter in there that you would like, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually flip them. Instead of flipping them twice, they will flip the third time over just to get it, recooked on that side. You just want it to be nice and firm, and you want it to be sort of dry so you can do your assembly. Now, once your French toast is done, super simple. You guys check this out. Now it's that presentation time. This is the part that I love about cooking. I love when you put this out in front of somebody and they look at it and they be like, man, I can't believe this came out of my kitchen. You know what I mean? So look, there you go. Look, however you want to do it, you do it your way. You can go egg on the bottom or whatever, however you want to do it. But as you see, I started with patty, then egg, and then, I come with another patty, and then we're gonna put that egg on top, and then we're gonna put that other slice of French toast right over the top. Hey, listen, there's really not a whole lot for me to say. You know what I mean? I don't want to over talk it. This right here is just, the flavor of this right here. Hey, listen, anybody would go and, get this. And then right here, I just sprinkle a little bit of that, that powdered sugar over the top, for the presentation and to give it just a little bit of sweetness. Now, it's up to you. You guys can put syrup over this if you want to, but I can tell you right there, that right there is killing it, y'all. So tell me what you guys think about this one here. You know what? This is another one of them super simple and easy, recipes to follow. Just making a breakfast sandwich, you know what? That's got to be on everybody's radar. And especially since it's past the holidays, you still got family over your house. This is something you can make, especially tomorrow. Some of them are gonna be hitting the road, but you can send them off with something great like this. I made the egg like I like it. I like my egg to be runny, my yolk part, right? So listen, you don't have to do that. You can scramble your egg, spread it out throughout your pan, and then what you do is you just fold it over, and then you should have it where it overlaps, and then that way you can just put it on there. It'll be square. Yeah, it'll just turn out perfect. Now, if you're new to my channel, let me just take this time to say, hey, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and most importantly, subscribe. And don't forget, you guys, #breakfastwithab. Listen, all you got to do is put that in there on, in your search bar on YouTube, and then all of my videos related to this type of genre, which is breakfast, will come up. Then you guys could just pick through them and figure out what you want to make. Hey, so with that being said, you guys, hey, thank you. I'm out of here, you guys. Peace.